All right, so I'm going to do a quick little thing here in this site. You know, the site is okay. Let's take a look at it. The site is okay right here as it is. I mean, it needs some work, but I'm really tired. I'm using this purple way too much, so I'm really tired of that. So I'm going to try something different. The problem is that my website is purple. My colors are purple, but they're also blue, green, and that yellow. So the FileMaker color and the JavaScript color. I don't know if you caught that, but that's what it is. In fact, this these are my colors here, roughly. So I want to actually use those in the work that I'm going to do for this. And this is coming about because I'm reading this book, this ebook called Refactoring UI. This is by the people who created Tailwind CSS. They have a lot of thoughts about styling and stuff. It was like $150 to buy the whole package, which includes this book, which is 218 pages, and a couple ebooks actually. This is the one, color palettes, and then so there so there's a bunch of stuff. Well, here, I'll just show you. Let me just bring it up here. Yeah, so this is it. Let me add this. One sec. Do that. Do that. Come on. This is annoying. Finder. All right, so here it is. There we go. Here it is. I'll make it bigger so you can see it. This is this is what's included in what they've got. So this is pretty cool. I haven't gone through all this yet, but I'm working on it. So anyway, let's get rid of that now. There, one of the things they talk about is coloring, and in this guide they have, I think they have a lot of different palettes. They have 23 different palettes of suggested colors, primary colors, the neutrals, and then supporting colors. This is pretty cool. I'm going to use it. I think I'm going to go with this palette right here because it's a close color to what I have. I'm going to go with that just to be look a little different. Palette 7. So it's giving me all the colors. And I like these because this is kind of a warm gray instead of just a cool, and then supporting. So these are the colors I'm going to use. And what's cool is part of this package is that they've given me a JSON object that has all these colors. So here's the JSON object that has all of these colors in it. And I can install these into my project and make and override the colors that I have. So instead of typing purple, I can type any of these colors and it will show up. So I'm going to use these because these are curated colors. These are the ones. And I had to research how to do this because I couldn't remember, but there is a nice, easy way to do this. Let me remove that. There we go. So this is this is Tailwind CSS's documentation page, and they have a configuration page. Now, normally, normally when I create colors or when I choose a color, I can use the built-in colors. And again, Tailwind CSS and VS Code work together. I can say bg-red and give it whatever I want. And then, of course, that shows up pretty ugly on the web page. So I could, the point, of course, is that I'm using this word BG red 500. 500 is the intensity, red is the color, and BG is where I'm going to place it. But if I install this custom theme right here, then I can use these colors here rather than the built-in ones. So I'm going to copy this, and I have to review how to do it. So I go into the Tailwind config file, and I add a themes object. and I added colors. All right, so let's do that. Let's go to themes or Tailwind config. Here it is. Oh, here's that background. I don't want any of this. I'm not sure what the extend is. I'm gonna just delete it because I don't need it. All right, so I'll do colors, and then I'll paste all of that in there. All right, looks like it compiled. And now when I look at my web page, it's all disgusting, or all the colors have been wiped out, and that's because I've overridden the default colors. So all I have to do is go back in here into my JavaScript and change this from text gray 400 to say, let's see, text warm gray, let's do 400. Let's do 500 or 600. 600. Okay, maybe 500. Where'd that go? 500. And then this one, we'll just do text cyan. Now, you know, I probably don't need to do that. I probably should just stick with the warm gray. Text warm gray, Grey. Now I want to go to the index.js and update the color of the purple. So where's the purple? Border gray. I'm going to do border. How about yellow? 400. That didn't really. I mean, it updated that. I guess that's okay for now. Where's the? Here it is. Wait, where is the? Oh, the library card. That's what I'm trying to get to. Sorry. Here's the library name. Oh, text purple. Okay, so rather than text purple, I'm going to do text cyan. There we go. It's not so bad. And then maybe I can do this one, text yellow. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so it's supposed to be, let's look at that. So it's supposed to be unifying everything. I need a background. Where's my background? Okay, so my background color is that's the main BG white. I could do BG warm gray 50. Gives it a nice shade there. And then here, BG vivid BG dash. Whoa, that's interesting. Warm. Okay, so warm. Let's do. Is there a vivid yellow? No, that's not. BG dash. What are the colors? I'm gonna look at the I'm gonna look at the splat. Let's do BG dash blue. What does that do? I don't know. I'm just kind of clinging here, but this is what I need to do. So wherever there's a color, I'm trying to find the background. No, here it is. BG purple. So BG dash. I mean, again, I could just stick with the grays, and I think that's what they say in the say in the documentation is you want to stick with grays most of the time. BG warm gray 50. So there we go. So we're kind of on our way to redesigning it. That blue doesn't fit, but there we go. So that is how I would update the colors. There's a lot of things that I need to fix. I think these are the tabs. So I'll need to fix those tabs, but I'm trying to get to the border. Here it is, border gray. Okay, so border. That's actually really not too bad. Look at that. That's kind of nice. I'm actually liking that a lot. That blue is driving me nuts. Let's fix that blue. Where's the word blue? B-L-U-E. There it is. Background. I'm going to do a warm gray. And then I'm going to do text. Don't need that. I'll fix this later. Or the BG white. So BG warm gray 50. What did that do? That didn't seem to do anything. I'm trying to find the text. I'll just do, let's see, text, warm gray 50. New. All right, so you see what I'm trying to do here, though, I hope. Select a tab. Oh, here it is. Okay, text indigo, text gray. So if it's active, we're gonna do border yellow 500 and text yellow 600. Otherwise, the text is warm gray. There we go. Maybe drop that down. Maybe even 50. 050. There we go. Okay, I kind of like that. Still don't like that background. That background needs to be a lot less dark. Warm gray, 100. I don't know what actually don't know what the tab should look like. All right, so I actually like that. So let's bring the colors back up to 700. Yeah, okay. So I mean, this is just the way that I'm doing it. I don't know, the colors are a little bit different than what I normally have, but maybe that's okay. So what do you think? Need to work on that. Oh, someone told me that I spelled developers wrong. Let's fix that. There we go. And obviously, I got to do something. I think my JSNFM logo will be up here with like a libraries icon. But there we go. Okay, so now I've got a different color set. Again, I want to try to stick to this. Actually, that green. To me, there's too much brown in here. Let's play with this for just a bit longer. Cyan. No, not that one. I do want the background, but I want text. cyan. There we go. And maybe don't have a color for this. So class name equals text x LG, and we'll say text cyan 500 italic. All right. I don't like that. I'm just going to go with the grays. Nice. Maybe that. I want to put, what did it say? So you can't see the document, but it says these primary colors, which are the green, these are the splashes of color that should appear the most in your UI. They are the ones that determine the overall look of the site. Use these things for primary actions, links, navigation items, icons, accent borders, or text you want to emphasize. Okay, I guess I'm doing that. The neutrals are the colors that will make up the most of, that you will use the most and will make up the majority of your UI. Use them for most of your text, for backgrounds and borders, as well as things like secondary buttons and links. Okay, so I guess I am in the right track here. It is different, but I don't think I mind that. All right, so anyway, that's it. Just wanted to do this very quickly. I'll commit this. Let's just commit the change quick. Added new theme colors. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to go to libraries. Just grab a screenshot of this. And then a screenshot of this. These are the differences. I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to be okay with that. All right, so I committed the changes. Now I'm going to sync them up to this branch. I'll go here and click on this. I need to make a pull request for the layout design. Create a pull request. Merge it. All right, there we go. So this is going to be my new website. The new colors, I kind of like that. I'll give it some thinking. All right, that's it. Just wanted to play around with the colors. All right, now I have to get ready for office hours. Talk to you later. Bye.